ladies and gentlemen, I am the Innkeeper and today we're playing a Stonehearth. Welcome to Riverside. Look at this. The game updated, but the save's compatible now. Look at it. It's beautiful. Now we don't have to keep restarting every 5 fucking days. Oh yeah, fantastic. Really not angry right there. It's not a representation of frustration, I assure you. What did we do last episode? Not much, actually. It was mostly complaining. However, I did go ahead and just sort of build, you know, most... I feel like we're not as far ahead as we should be because of these resets. Merv, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, go over there. Oh, he fell a bit. There we are. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're not as far ahead as we probably should be because of all these resets. What I've done is I've done a little bit of work with what we've done on the previous saves. I made the mine entrance right here. We've not completely mined out just yet. But we've still got a lot of work left to do when it comes to mining out. But we've done what we did last episode. Merv, calm down. I'm going to close the curtains. There we are. Get it nice and dark in here. That'll make him feel like it's nighttime and he has to go to bed. We've also made the masons right here, which arguably looks like sort of a normal house with a chimney in it. But this side bit right here makes it the masons. It was previously going to be the blacksmiths, but I decided to not do that just because it doesn't look like a does not look like a blacksmith's. We'll try to do something what we did similar to last episode. Well, last play, I think it was episode 6, I'm not too sure, where we made sort of like a giant furnace that was hooked up to the building. We'll try and get something like that done. Also, we finished off the road, and we made this little house right here, which is actually broken, so we should probably remove that. There we are. So, the top part is broken. We'll get around to making another house later on. What are we going to be doing today's episode? I feel like sort of focusing a little bit more on the mine, to be honest with you. It's a very important part. We want to make a lot of armor as quick as possible. So what we need to do is sort of make a road, connect it up, and then sort of segregate this mining entrance and try and make it connect to the masons right here. In a very sort of cool, intricate-looking manner. I'm sort of interested to see what we can really get going. I want to make some sort of stockpile that actually looks like a stockpile and where all the sort of resources go to. I'm sort of excited to do stuff like that. The cheating function does work now. I needed to use it to finish this off. They just went, nope, we're not doing it. so I had to just do that. They wouldn't do it like at all. It was really strange. I imagine because it was created before the update. The update 10.53 right there. So they just didn't think it existed or something. And I didn't want to do it all over again, so I just ended up building it. I did the same with this over here as well, because they didn't want to do any of this. That's fine, though. Like I said, I will try and be a little bit more tame with my cheat functions. But to be honest with you, the cheat function is great because it allows you to build things you otherwise would not be able to construct. Or also, you know, have them construct things that they give up on. It's pretty good. Hopefully, you guys ain't too mad about that. That'd be pretty nice. God, this is pretty good. I feel good, actually. I loaded into this, and I was like, oh, it's going to be updated again. It'll be really annoyed. And it did update, but it didn't say the save was incompatible. So I was really chuffed about that. It's a very good way to sort of wake up. Well, not wake up, but coming back after your Saturday shift and sort of being like, yeah, that's good. As short as it was, it's good. I feel nice about this. So like I said, today's episode, a little bit of focusing over here. Let's go ahead and move our storage unit right here. We've sort of got a stockpile where all the hunter sends his pelts and that lot. I feel like we need to move it over here, although I feel like... I keep thinking the farm should be over here, but it's too close to sort of the industrial sector. And also, this part needs to be sort of gotten rid of because of how much water there really should be around it. Then again, we could square it off. That might be a much better idea. I kind of want to fill this bit of water in, fill this bit of land in as well, just to see what it looks like, but we've got to get rid of the trees first. Anyway... Sorry I'm talking so quickly, I'm very excited. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead... What? Let's go ahead and let's go ahead, apparently. Let's just remove these hunting grounds. And let's remove the stockpile right here. Let's make a new stockpile. And we should just have it sort of near this area, to be honest. Just because we're not really using this land yet. So we'll just go ahead and put all of our sort of pelts, furs, and that lot over there. Now what we can do is get a road set up. We don't have too much stone, so we're going to get them to do a little bit more mining. I have set up some mining areas, I believe. Yes, I have. Let's go ahead and make the game run in the background while we're doing this. We want to be careful. We have got ourselves a unit. Oh, where am I going? There we are. We do have I can't remember. Poessa, I believe. And us as our footman. We've got a bunch of names right here. I'm looking forward to actually adding to our roster of civvies right here. Hearthlings, really. They're all dreaming right now. They've even got like a nice little lullaby going on right there. That's fantastic. It's too bad they're sleeping on, you know, the charred corpses of the fallen enemies right there. It's pretty fantastic. They're not really doing that, but let's imagine they are. We're a pretty barbaric bunch. Let's go to our road function area right here. I keep forgetting where the road is. I keep thinking it's a separate tab and not just part of the building designer. Let's go ahead, and I feel like we need to make this a different texture on the floor, because I want there to be a floor for this. Alright, so we'll go across by 6. And this is sort of the main road. So I'm not too sure if it's a good idea to have it connect down. And, well, no, we should, because this part's going to be chopped off anyway. So let's just go ahead and sort of make a... Is this 6 by... Is this 7 across? This is 8 across. Okay, so if we have sort of an 8 across path right around... Right around here, I feel. This is sort of a good spot. Then we can have it go up all the way over here. We know it's 8 across, so we're getting it done right. Make sure they're connected, which they are. Fantastic. And now, what we can do is we can use this different stone to sort of make our floor. I think it's a good idea to make the a floor just to help segregate the, well, not the masonry. It helps segregate the mining entrance and the land around it. Make it look a little bit more industrial. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be a bit tough because we've got to sort of work around all these little bits here and there. But we can do it. We might have to build some more mine carts as well inside the actual mine itself. We can do that. We're not mine carts, although I like the idea of making some mine carts. I might want to get around to doing that. It's going to be similar to what I did on Timber and Stone, where I created what should have been some sort of battering ram, but didn't end up being that. It ended up being like a shack. So there we are. Unfortunately, our net worth was unsuccessful right there. We do need to go ahead and just sort of sell more stuff and get more gold. That is the best way to improve your net worth. And in fact, while we're working on this, we should pause right now, go to our carpenters. Let's see. Can you make us some more armor, please? There we are. Shields are fantastic. We probably want to make like a bunch of fences now at the same time. Fences are really good as well. I like to use them as decoration around the roads in our town, just because it brings a very nice, comforting feel, and also makes it look a little bit more busy, which is quite important in my opinion. Oh, crap. Okay, I made them start building it, unfortunately. That's fine. They can work on that, I suppose. And then we'll get them to build this separately. That's a bit weird. I don't think I've made that mistake before. It looks like they're working on it, though, which is good to see. Yeah, we don't want to connect it too far there. And I don't really want it to cover this entire brick area. Probably just about here. And then we can use some fences to help segregate the land. There we go. Beautiful. I kind of like the idea of using a bit of stone every now and then. We could get rid of a block and replace it with stone. But the thing is, we can't now because we just started building in an area. So it'd probably look a little bit weird. Let's go ahead and get this to line up right about here. And let's also get it to sort of cover a little bit more land. Probably around about this point right here. But I don't want it to cover that bit. Well, maybe you just need to go across by 2 more on either side. There we are. Then we could put some fences down. Help segregate it. And then we could put a stockpile right here. Which then should lead to a nice little road. It's going to go around the corner here. And we'll have it go about that far. And then we'll switch the road type. There we are. So have it connect like this. Do we want it to connect like that? I quite like that. And then what we could do is just have a normal sort of road connected like this. And we could sort of fence this bit off. I quite like the idea of that. Make it like a nice little garden area. Probably put a tree in. I don't think we could plant trees yet, but that'd be pretty nice if that can be installed. There is a guy selling his wares right here. This is good for us to improve our wealth. Just go ahead and sell all of our shields. Now, we do have some leather vests, which we did buy a little while ago. What else do we want to sell? I want to sell all of these pelts. There we are. Just to get them out of the way, really. Let's go for, we moved them all already as well, which... Wait, where did we put them? I'm selling pelts, but... Alright, because I sold them. Right. There we are. That makes sense. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and tell them to loot all of these pelts as well, just so we can get them all into our inventory. Otherwise, it will not be counted in the total value of our town. And as you can see, they're already sort of working on this. We need a lot more stone, however. So they need to go ahead and get up here. Now, to do that, we need to just sort of go nuts on the whole ladders. Really? I don't really want to bother sort of getting this entire chunk done. So, you know what? I'm going to remove this all for now. It looks a bit weird, I know. But I feel like this is something I can do in post, so it's fine. I'll do it later. Trader approaches. Hello, Riverside. I'm just passing through, but even I can see you have a skillcraft in your ranks. I don't think I need to read that bit every time. I wish they had, like, multiple versions of it. Anyway, if you make me 3 wooden doors, I'll be back in 2 days and might be able to give you 2 comfy beds. That sounds like a pretty good idea, in fact. That's 2 comfy beds right there. Let's go in and make... Oh, wait. What did he want us to make again? I think he wanted 3 wooden doors. So make 5. And you know what? It's not really going to hurt us making a bunch of all of them, to be honest. There we are. How many fences are we making now? We made them all? Nope. We'll put them at the bottom. Just, you know, it's not as much of a priority. Let's see the total value of our town right now. It will be above the limit provided to us. Let's go ahead and remove this as well. Right, let's just do some normal mining. This is sort of a normal mining entrance. Oh, there we go. There we are. Don't really want to mine all that up. I feel like the mining tool... Not the mining tool. I feel like... Well, no, yeah. I feel like the mining tool is going to, like, get rid of everything in there. Anyway, let's go ahead and have that be something to be mined up. Are you stuck, good sir? You look stuck. Oh, you are, aren't you? That's unfortunate. If we go ahead and... Oh, no, we can get them out of a ladder. I forgot we had ladders. There we are. Just build a ladder right there. That should be able to help them get out. Looks like they're doing some more mining now, which is really good to see. We do need to get some more mining done. Now, what am I doing? I'm clicking the slice tool right there, but I'm getting a bit confused while doing it. Hopefully we can find some sort of mason. That way we can actually get our... Is there like another tab for this? Or is the trader tab always going to appear sort of up here? Will it update over time? 45 hours, now 44 hours. Okay, so it does actually update. 43 hours. Alright then, that's pretty cool to see. I would like it to be sort of like a little quest, like, sidebar. Like, if we had something up here that was like, quests, and then it gave you some, well, whatever you agreed with. Whether it be a trading mission, or you go kill some guys. Also, we should make sure we look around. I should learn from Timber and Stone, and actually just have little looks around every now and again. It looks like we've got some enemies over here. They've started off their little camp. We probably should go ahead and get our fabled warriors to go ahead and attack our enemies. Let's keep our eye open over here as well. Got some rabbits. I feel like these guys are worth taking out. I'm not too sure if they're the ones that actually spawn the wolves, but I think it's too much for us to really take the risk. Wolves are extremely powerful. We definitely don't have the capabilities of actually taking them out, especially one of them, to be honest. Like, one of them's quite tough. Here we are. Our 2 soldiers have made it. Now let's get them onto alert mode. Let's tell them to cancel this. They should charge in for the attack. Oh, where am I going? Oh, the goblin's running off. Take him out. Ooh, level up. Level 1 Usk right there. Fantastic. Hopefully the music's not too loud for anyone. Looks like he dropped himself some jerky. Beautiful. Oh, they are destroying this as well. Does this drop anything? I can't remember. It's a really spooky fire, though. Doesn't look like it really drops anything. Our soldiers will be making it back. A very, very clean job right there. Fantastic. How much more mining is going on? Not too bad. They're sort of sleeping there now, so hopefully they don't get stuck under there forever. Wait, is there 2 people down there now? Oh no, you've just sort of been a bit detached there. It looks like that's their body and their face is just like sort of being cut off. But it looks like they're sleeping on their side. That's fine. Oh yeah, we got some stone now, so that's good to see. Oh, yeah, they just ran out. Beautiful. We'll leave that down there so they can actually put the flooring in there. As you can see, it seems to be working out for us right now. What else are we doing? Do we actually have a mason? Doesn't look like it. Did anyone request to be a mason? It doesn't look like anyone actually requested to be a mason. There's a load of names here, so I'm just reading through them all. And we did actually get a new person, so we'll go ahead and rename them. There we are. Apologies to those that have requested to be named on episode 1, or even up to episode 9. To be honest, there are so many people that want to be named that it's quite unlikely that you might actually be named on this. Like I said, though, if the person dies, then they'll be gone. So, and I will make a note of that. But anyway, just having another little look right here. I can sort of do 2 things at once. I'm not too sure why. We do have a new person, so we should probably go ahead and name them. They could be the new Masons, I suppose. That sounds like a good idea. No. Okay. Someone did want to be a blacksmith. And to be honest, the role of blacksmith is going to go to Islay. Optimum Pumpkin, that is. Requested to be a blacksmith. I do apologize if you did request to be a mason. I haven't noted it down. Let's go ahead and go to our new list right here. There we are. Let's go ahead and change your credentials, as it were, to there we are. Optimum pumpkin. Seems right to me. We'll go ahead and change you to a mason. If I can find the job change icon. There we are. We actually don't have a mason's hammer yet. Let's go ahead and get the carpenter to make one of those. There we are. Oh, we've made all of our doors now, which is good to see. Ah, survivalist has arrived. We could probably go ahead and get us some leather. That sounds like a good idea. Although I don't really want to lower the value of our town even more. And also, I want to keep 2 shields. So you know what? I'm not going to, listen to that guy. 33 hours until the trader comes back. I like how it stays there. That's been a feature for a while, and I just haven't paid attention to it, to be honest. Homes right now. I haven't actually filled this in. I should probably get something done. We are going to get some comfy beds, and I feel like all the inside houses need some sort of comfy bed. It's good to see. I like how this function actually does lower every single building type now. That's nice to see. Previously, it would do this. So, it still does this by the looks of it, but I suppose it's doing this now because it thinks it's the floor tile, because this pillar was actually detached from the actual sort of, what would this be, a pallet, I suppose? It looks like kind of like a pallet being picked up by one of those really terrible arcade machines. So let's hope this is much better this has much better grappling capabilities than those crappy arcade machines. There we are. I'm actually kind of scared now. I feel like we've made an abomination. I'm actually terrified as to whether we're actually... Some people are going to get stuck building the insides of these if they don't have stone already. Actually, they're separated, so... Yeah, we're probably going to have a bit of trouble. Although, I think it's a good idea that we just sort of start building this now. Start building, please. Start building that as well, just in case it's not actually detached. The game is auto-saving. Just go ahead and find out. Yes. Let's save properly, just in case. It actually tells you if it's an auto-save now, which is nice to see. Yep, it does. It looks like it saves every once a day, which is nice to see. Did I name that other guy? Yeah, Optimum Pumpkin. So he should be able to be a mason now. Welcome to Riverside. There we are. I feel like I'm some sort of announcer there. I'm not too sure. Anyway, so we've got our mason. It looks like they're just running through it right now. I'm not sure. He didn't request to be of a particular gender, so you will be a lady. There we are. Now we'll go ahead and move your masonry bench to the appropriate location, which I guess should be about here. Okay, look, I remembered this time that it's here sounds good. Although I'm probably going to fence this bit off. That should be fine. I remembered that the rotate key is not R. So there we are. R. It's not R. Pirate. There we are. How much more are we mining here? Because I don't think we have enough stone. I'm sort of waiting for some sort of miner of some sort. Just mining goods trader to come along and sort of be like, hey, buddy, do you want this to happen? I would quite like it if in the future they sort of specified a lot more on pickaxes and particular tools. I'm not too sure if this guy's using a pickaxe right now. Oh, yeah, they've got some sort of pickaxe. It would be nice if there were upgraded versions that you can make in the future. I feel like it's a good idea to have some sort of organic tier tree that's not represented on... For instance, a lot of games will make a tier tree where it's like, click this and we'll spend X amount of resources and X amount of time making this thing that will then turn all of your tools into 5% increased durability. Like, I don't want that. I like the idea of making steel tools and then, it's like Minecraft, like, all the higher tiers of ores will improve it in a fairly organic fashion. Organic's not the word I'm looking for, to be honest with you. I keep saying organic. Words. Yeah, words. There we are. Anyway. Anyway, I lost my train of thought there. I was sort of worrying more about what is the word. I'm sure someone will remind me in the comments. Hopefully that is the case. It looks like our lumber capacity is actually reaching maximum right now, which is quite scary to see. Oh, zooming in a little bit right there. I like this. This is cool to see. We need to probably mine up all of these trees because I feel like this is the first... Oh, invaders! Invaders are coming in. Who is close by? Our soldiers are not. Let's tell them to go over here. It would be nice if this was a little hotbar. Or if I could attach it to a hotkey. Maybe I can.